Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for being here this iconic evening. My name is Darren Walker. First and foremost, hello, hi, there you are. Happy Thanksgiving, happy fourth quarter. It's actually been a little while since you've seen me on BEICONIC Conversations. We'll get into that another time. But I want to welcome you. Happy December, y'all. So grateful to be on here. We're right now streaming from a few different platforms and just so grateful to be here. Prayerfully that you can hang out with us for a little while and really get into the next level. I'm telling you right now that tonight's podcast is going to be iconic. So drop an L if you're watching live. Hit us with an R if you're watching the replay. Let us know where you're tuning in from. And if you'd like, let us know the weather where you're at. I want to know, is it cold? Is it warm? Is it chilly? Is it snowing? Are you fed up? What's going on? Just really quickly, I want to again welcome you to our BEICONIC Conversations. My name is Darren Walker. I'm your host tonight. I'm going to have a few guests come on in a little bit and share a couple of iconic, unique perspectives of people that have been winning on a really, really high level from different backgrounds, from backgrounds where we're talking about people that have lost people and have overcome hardship. We're talking about people that have, different backgrounds of being warriors in different unique areas, and also people that have overcome sickness and illness and been able to continue to strive in their lives. I'll share a little bit of my story. I'm 38 years strong from the Bronx, New York. My entire family is Jamaican. I'm the baby boy in the Bronx. I'm Jamaican. I come from extremely humble beginnings. And we started BEICONIC Conversations, this podcast, a bunch of years back because we believe everyone has a story and there is a way to help people to be able to turn their iconic, unique story into 6 and 7 figures. Matter of fact, if you're on here right now and you're looking, let me know in the chat. Just say yes if it's you. If you're looking personally, okay, if you're looking personally to have the most iconic 2025 ever. I'm talking about taking where you are right now and taking your life to the very next level in the new year. And if that is you and you're that person that's looking to get to that next level, what I would let you to know is to lock in and tune in. We're going to talk about practical steps, mindsets that you get to choose to love to have right now into the new year to change the game. Look, it wasn't too many years ago that I was working a job at a hospital in Westchester, New York, working with 13 to 17-year-old mental health. Loved working with the kids, hated being a number. It was March 3rd, 2012. I walked into that job and me and 250 people got laid off because of cutbacks. Someone shared the industry of network marketing to me. That night, in the middle of the night, I used the last money I had. Actually, I had to borrow my mom's credit card in the middle of the night to sign up. Through that process, learned about personal development. Through that process, learned about business, leadership, connecting with people. Through that process, gained my faith. My relationship with Jesus has completely changed my life. It's paramount. It's changed my life. Now I'm a married man, 4 beautiful children, Kingston, Faith, Zeal, and Praise, and an entrepreneur. I help people be themselves for a living, earn income being themselves for a living so they can impact the people they were called to impact through their story, through their gifting, and through their testimony. And so what we're going to do right now is just have a conversation, literally. And what we hope to do is to reach out to and talk to some people out there right now that are looking to get to the next level in their lives. Listen, we're not trying to sell you anything, convince you anything, just trying to share and help people understand that there is another level. Okay, there's another level in you. There's another level in me. Right now, me and some of my friends, we're doing a 60-day challenge. And one of the biggest things that I'm learning is conquer the second, master the minute, devour the hour, win the day. Do you want to know why many people never truly achieve the goals at the level that they're called to achieve in the areas that they're called to achieve them in? Because they continue to fall short each day of what they set out they were going to do. We've all heard the saying that people that fail to plan to fail. One of the areas I'm working on is my fitness, and I'm just doing some small goals with a community, helping people in our fitness, in our faith, in our business, in our lives really achieve next level goals. So we want to talk about that and unpack some of the things. So if you're ready, put in the chat, I'm ready. We are going to take this to the next level and we're going to have some fun. So the first iconic guest that I'm going to bring up is a person that I used to actually work with in an entrepreneur venture back in the day. That company went out of business, and through a podcast and through some of the social media avenues, we got to reconnect, and watching this woman grow. I don't want to take too much of her accolades, but she's a podcaster. She's got a master class. She's helping people on a huge, huge level. Huge heart, huge encourager, great friend, wonderful mom, wonderful grandma, and just an absolute icon. So I want to bring on the one and only Miss Sonya Dungee. Did you make BEICONIC Conversations?
Yes, I did. I am here and ready to go.
I see you, girl. Thanks so much for being on. We appreciate you. Welcome to BEICONIC Conversations, Sonya. I'm so grateful to be on here with you right now. Just watching you grow in your personal business and your personal brand in the areas that you've been able to grow in. And I would say most importantly, in the areas you've been able to overcome. You have a specific, unique position in the marketplace where you're able to help people that have gone through different types of hardship overcome it and strive in their purpose and their calling. So if you would just really quickly do us a favor, share who you are, a little bit of your background, what you do, and then I'm going to ask you a few questions. Icon, go for it.
Absolutely. And first and foremost, thank you so much for having me tonight. I'm so excited to be here. So for those of you who don't know me, my name is Sonya Dungee, and I am from Strong Island, New York. Don't bother to look for that on the map. You'll never find it, but Strong Island, New York. Okay. So as Darren said so graciously, thank you. I am a mother. I am a GMA to 4 beautiful and amazing grandchildren. I do all kinds of things. I volunteer. I have my Sonya Dungee podcast. I'm out there every day doing a walk and talk with Sonya. But more importantly, I get to change lives. A little bit about my background, my story. I am the second youngest of 4 siblings, and my dad, John Shedrick Dungee, he went to be with the Lord, and it was totally unexpected. My dad was my everything, my world. We did everything together, right up to watching the same show and yelling out the answers to some of our favorite, I'm not going to say the name, but some of our favorite game shows. And he'd be like 12 minutes away. I'm like, Daddy, why are we even on the phone? Like, get off the phone. Let's watch TV. But anyway, so I was his caregiver towards the end, and I was the only one that was here in New York. And so it really hit hard. It hit hard with all of us, but it was unexpected, as I said. January 23rd, 2021 at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, as I held my dad's hand and watched him take his last breath on this earth and first breath in heaven. It put me in a really bad place. Unexpectedly, he passed on, and here I am watching him take his last breath. And I just went to a dark place, and I stayed stuck in it for 342 days before I even tried to do anything about it. And in that, I didn't want to be selfish. I didn't want to talk to my siblings because I knew that they were grieving and I didn't want to add to it. Couldn't talk to my children. They were grieving. They were taking it hard as well because my dad was like a dad to them as well. And so I held it inside, and I lost a lot of weight. I became pretty much antisocial. I did the very least, and as you will picture a hamster going around and around, spinning on a wheel, not going anywhere. That was me. I went to work, walked from my bedroom across into my shisha room, did my 7.5, 8-hour job, my job. And I walked back afterwards, went in my room, shut the door, and you didn't see me again until the next day. Until I decided that I couldn't continue that way. My dad would not expect that of me. And I could hear him saying, Sonya Simone, get it together. So I got it together because I knew I had a purpose in life. I defeated death on 4 different occasions. And I knew that I had a purpose, and I beat out millions to be here. So it was at that point I rekindled my friendship with Darren. He became my mentor. I saw him on social media, reach out to one another, set up an appointment to talk to him. And since then, my life has forever changed. I am now a transformation coach, and I help those like myself that are struggling in hardship and grief and life challenges go from feeling stuck and suffering in silence with no direction, with no end in sight, to becoming resilient and empowered and economically independent, so that they can have an attitude of expectation and excellence and always be destined for their own greatness, and so that they can fully walk in their purpose as well. So that's what I do today.
Love it, Icon. Love seeing you grow, and so grateful to learn your story and the way you shared. I want to unpack that a little bit because, especially, we talked about Thanksgiving here in the Western Hemisphere. We just celebrated Thanksgiving, and I think that, my heart towards it, building teams, being an entrepreneur over the last decade plus, is that although I was grateful, blessed to spend Thanksgiving with my wife, my children, some of our very close family here, very small group of people we were around. But not everybody's Thanksgiving is a positive time. I'm not knocking the people that get to spend a great time with their family and friends. We did our church, did an amazing Thanksgiving night the night before. It was just blessed. But the reason why I'm bringing that up is because, this was just 2 years, of my father being with the Lord as well. And so he wasn't here for Thanksgiving. And, I know people that have lost, grandparents, in-laws, brothers, sisters in this time, in the season. So I know it's a topic that some people don't like to bring up, but this is an area that you've actually become an expert, how to overcome grief, especially with the last 30 days. We're 29 days close to the new year. What would you say would be your number one perspective on how someone that maybe is struggling, maybe they lost someone, maybe they didn't, maybe it's a marriage struggle. I know that's not your specific niche in general, but they're going through a hardship. What would you say would be some of maybe the one or two top perspectives that you've personally had to allow people to continue to strive, although they've had hardship, so they can continue to move forward?
Exactly. For me, I take Thanksgiving as a day for grateful giving. And so what I talk about in my podcast and with whomever that needs my assistance is that the holidays are difficult. I'm not going to lie. They are. But you can turn that time into a celebration for the ones who have passed on, instead of the grief and the heartache and everything that comes along with it. What I started to do was I started to think about my dad in previous years and what we did and what he would like to do, or what he had done in the past. And so we got together and we fellowshipped on that. So we talked about the good times. We made some changes of things that we wanted to do differently moving forward. We laughed a lot. If you look behind me, you'll see his picture, his hat, different things. And so what we did is we just laughed and we fellowshipped and we just talked, was able to communicate and let things go and take that time just to be together instead, and think about what that person would have wanted, would have expected from us. And I can tell you, my mom passed away last year, and I was able to take the things that I learned along the way to apply it to my mom's passing as well. And I knew that my parents or my mama would not want me to grieve and to be sad. I thought about the times that we spent in the past, and that's what we did. It's about moving forward. It's like, we're still here. We can honor our loved ones, and that's what we did. We could honor them and do things and cook things that they liked to eat and play games and all those things. But we also had to be respectful and know that they would have wanted us to move on. And so That's what we talk about, the forward progression and reaching our goal, talking about our goals that we want to accomplish before the end of the year and the dreams that we had, and say, you know what, let's work on that. Let's do what would have made them proud. And honestly, that's what got me through the holidays, because I used to dread them. I'm not going to lie. I used to dread them. Now I look forward to them in that perspective. And I look forward to helping others to be able to see it in that perspective and to move on, because God did not take us home. You know, I'm sorry, I'm not pushing my faith on anybody, but I'm going to speak about it. God didn't take me home and he didn't come for me. So I'm here for a purpose. We all have a purpose in life. We beat out millions to be here. It's a scientific fact. So what are we going to do with that? And I have grandchildren and I have children. I have to be that example. And so we talk about that to our grandchildren as well. And we talk about what giving means and what we can do to help those that are struggling as well. And we even went up to, my dad was a Vietnam vet, as you can see with the hat in the background, and he loved being a vet and the stories that he told. So we went up to the memorial and we cleaned up over there. It wasn't much, but that's how we memorialized him. That's how we were able to go forward and do something for the community.
Yeah.
And I tell you, it's something in here that you feel, and you feel it so much more than that pain. That pain is able to sustain when you're thinking about the happiness and what you're doing to move forward, and how proud that they would be of us, knowing that we're doing these things moving forward.
Yeah, no, that's amazing. I mean, one of the things that I'm inspired by your stories, you literally created a business around helping people overcome hardship and move forward into progression. I know, don't you have an event coming up sometime? Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yes, I do. Thank you. So it's the Boss Masterclass, and we have one about once every 4 to 5 weeks. And in this masterclass, it's 5 ways to move forward from grief paralysis to forward progression, one day at a time. It's just a matter of knowing the steps that is needed to be able to move just a little bit more than the day before, just even one step forward in the right direction. So that's what our masterclass is about. Just helping those see that, understand that, know it's still okay to grieve, because you're still going to grieve. I'm not saying the grief just goes away. It's going to be there, but knowing how to deal with it and still be able to move on in life and obtain and achieve those goals and those dreams that you just never thought would even be a reality.
Yeah. No, that's value right there. So do us a favor. If you could, Sonya, please put the link for your masterclass. What's the date that one is going to be? I think I lost you there for a second. You there? So I believe. Oh, there you go. Go for it.
Wednesday, December 18th. Yes, I'm here. I'm sorry. It's Eastern Standard Time, and I think I dropped the link.
Yeah, when you get a chance on the Facebook side and on Instagram, do us a favor, drop the link. So if anybody knows anyone or is specifically going through any type of hardship in that way and wants to learn how to overcome it, you definitely want to check out Sonya Dungee. Her Instagram is always destined for greatness. She has an amazing, amazing, amazing podcast. Just absolutely crushing, huge heart, and loves to help people. So Sonya, thank you so much for being on BEICONIC Conversations tonight. We've got to get you back on in the new year, and love seeing you grow, love seeing the way that you're winning, and so excited about that. So I see you put that in the chat there. Make sure you put that on the Facebook as well when you get over there, Sonya. So y'all blow it up for Sonya. Check her out on her Instagram, always destined for greatness. And we're going to keep it moving right now. We appreciate you. Just so grateful to be surrounded by just amazing, iconic people, y'all. I hope you're getting value. If you're getting value at all during this podcast, put in the chat value. If you can relate, put relate. And if you're having a breakthrough, just put breakthrough, y'all. Just really excited about what's going on right now in my life and the people that are around me. And we want to help you win on a high level as well, okay? So we're going to keep it moving. I'm actually going over to Oklahoma to bring on another icon. We call her the Warrior Mom. Her story is out of this world. We got value after value after value with the people that we're working. We're having so much fun. So I want to bring on this young icon, Bren Harris. Did you make the conversation?
Oh, I'm here, and I am happy to be here.
What's going on, Warrior Mom?
Hey, Icon. Good to see you.
Oh, so great to see you. We've been
I'm
talking about this
excited.
for a few weeks. Yeah, no, that is absolutely. Thank you so much. So, Bren, your story is powerful. Been able to get to know you, work with you over the last couple of years. You got some big things going on. Tell the people who you are really quickly. Share a little bit of your story, your transformation statement, and I've got some questions for you for sure.
Okay, great. Thank you. And thank you. Great job, Sonya. Thank you, Darren. My name is Bren Harris, and I founded Warrior Moms by Bren when my son was medically injured at 22 months of age. And we have walked through hell these last 10 years. And now we walk through it like we own the place, and we go back and bring water to those in the fire so that you can too, because your story matters. You're not crazy. You're not alone. And that I firmly believe that together we're stronger when fighting this battle.
Wow. So thank you for sharing that. I think that that's so cool that you how you put that together. And you know, Bren, I have such a profound respect for you. I mean, I have 4 children. My eldest is 6, the youngest is 10 months. None of them are special needs. You know, all of them are verbal. I do have family members that do have special needs.
Mm-hmm.
And I know that being a parent to kids that don't have special needs is challenging. Getting to personally know you. I know there's some people on my personal platform that don't know you. Maybe they're hearing and seeing you for the first time. Don't know what it really is to be a parent of a special needs child. And to me, you wear it so well. Like, you champion it with such a posture and make it look so easy. But I know it's challenging. I've been able to work with you personally and see the different ups and downs. Can you speak to that? You know, whether someone right now has a special needs child or not, just kind of speak to it. How did this actually happen? You said your son was vaccine injured. What does that actually even mean?
That's a great question, Darren. Many people don't know that certain genetic markers can be detrimental when receiving the mainstream combination vaccines, much like the MMR, measles, mumps, rubella. And my son is actually diagnosed with a double genetic marker of the MTHFR. It's about 37 letters long, but we just jokingly refer to it as the mother trucker gene. And he got the double whammy, one from dad, one from mom. He is incapable of detoxing heavy metals and cannot convert folic acid, which is man-made and marketed in the mass markets, to folate. So we have reined in a lot of things. So we do not eat gluten in our house. We have been gluten-free over a decade. And he was diagnosed when he was young. He just turned 16 this past summer and towers over me. So I get the opportunity to work out every day to stay strong. And we are finding that a lot of people struggle with this and they just don't know what it's all about. You're not crazy if you are hesitant to do vaccines. I am here to say pro-parent choice. And we highly encourage our community to do a simple at-home genetic test so that you will know, much like your GPS, when you put in the coordinates, we need to know where we're starting from to get to where we're going. And I firmly believe that the MTHFR home test, you can find them online. They're very reasonable and get your results within a week. And you know where you are so that you know the next right step to take for your child.
Well, thank you for sharing that. And I didn't tell you this. My wife told me recently that she has the mother trucker gene.
Ooh.
And you know what? I love that you said pro-choice, because my wife and I have not vaccinated any of our children. So we
Amen.
realized that if we had vaccinated them, because she holds that mother trucker gene,
Uh-huh.
maybe one of my children would have been a special needs child. Now, I know that vaccines are a conversation that are very sensitive, and we'll be
Right.
respectful, but it's also my podcast when I want to have a conversation about this.
Right.
When you vaccinated your son, this is not what you expected to happen.
Oh.
What's life been like now after this has happened? If we call this Be Iconic Conversation so we can keep it real here. This has been an adjustment in your life, and you
Oh.
champion it in such a way, but I know you've fought really hard to get to where you are. What's this process been like to realize that this has happened because of a vaccine? What's it been like to be a mom, be a wife? What's that process really like?
Well, one of the things that I have since learned on this journey, and keep in mind, we've been at this over a decade, is to give myself grace. I thought I was doing the right thing and the best choice for my child. And now that we're actually reading the vaccine inserts and learning that we follow the money, we know that our pediatricians 9 times out of 10 are being compensated with bonuses for each vaccine given. And we know that it's more about money than it is about health, and that chronic disease is up to an all-time high. If you were born before 1989, you have a 12% risk of having chronic disease, because at that time there were only 6 childhood vaccines.
Wow.
Today there are 70. And in a lifetime, the CDC just released their schedule for 2025, and it's 200 vaccines by the age of 79.
Wow.
Our bodies are not meant to process chemicals and aborted fetal tissue and mRNA. And we are not meant to have all of that in our system, much less for our children. And if you're an adult and you're choosing to get a vaccine because you're doing a mission trip across the world, more power to you. That's not my platform. My platform is to talk to these moms. Hear me, hear my heart, warriors. You are not crazy, and you have every right to make the right choice for your child at each stage. And never let anyone pressure you or sign anything that says you're declining the vaccine, because that's illegal. And I want to empower. That's what we're about. We're here to go from feeling burned out, ignored, and overwhelmed as special needs moms to empowering with freedom and clarity.
So good. So good. I think that's so powerful. So, I mean, you have tons of amazing things going on. You also have a podcast. You also have platforms where you help people. I know you have a way that people can have personal conversations with you. If somebody on here right now wanted to learn a little bit more about what you do, who you are, you're also an entrepreneur. You help moms with special needs kids, as well as moms that don't have special needs kids. Where can people find you, and how can they get in touch with you?
Well, I would love to have a conversation to see if you're a right fit for our community. And you can reach out on the DMs on Instagram at Win with Bren, or on Facebook, Bren Harris, the Warrior Mom. And I'm also on YouTube and LinkedIn, Bren Harris, the Warrior Mom. And I will put my calendar link in the chat if that's okay with you, Darren.
Absolutely.
And please don't hesitate to book that free call, and so that we can walk this road alongside you.
No, there's just so much value there, Bren. And I'm really grateful that we were able to hear just a little bit of the inside scoop of what it is that you're doing and what you stand for. I think it's really important. Keep doing it. Thanks, Warrior Mom and Warrior Mom Nation. God bless you guys. Let's get it. Y'all, I'm just so fired up. I mean, it's just being around successful minded, driven people with all these different amazing stories, these amazing backgrounds. It's just amazing. So I'm so grateful for you, Sonya. So grateful for you, Bren. And now we're moving along as we're about to close up here in a little bit. But I'm telling you, if you're watching, you're like, oh, wait a second, I'm about to go get some tea or something like that. I'm about to get some tea. Don't let your tea boil over, let your food burn, because this young icon I'm fitting to bring up right now, I call her Smiles. She is just a blessing in so many ways. So I want to see Tenille. Can you hear me? Can you see me? Hold on.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. So just go.
I can see you, and I'm on a bit of a delay. Thank you so much for grace. I'm listening the best I can.
Just go.
Okay. So my name is Tenille, and I help women diagnosed with lupus go from confused and discouraged to healed, hopeful, and in control of the medical narrative. It's wonderful to be here. Thank you so much.
Keep going.
Oh, okay. Keep going. Okay. So, well, I mean, I have a master class. Are you guys going to come to my master class? It's on the 10th. We are discussing 4 steps to conquer diagnosis through designing your life. We do not let diagnosis determine the trajectory of our life over here. If you're coming over to where I'm at, we plan to win no matter what the hand is that we're dealt. So I'm so excited about this. It's going to be epic. It's going to be iconic, and I can't wait to see you there.
So I would love for you to share your story a little bit. Can you do that?
On such a delay. I'm so sorry.
No, you're good.
Okay, my story. So I was diagnosed at 19 with lupus. I had no idea what that was. I had to look it up. I had to, be told at 19 that there's no possible way. The odds are you're not going to make it to 30. So I'm 39 now, and they were wrong. And I want to show everybody, you don't have to listen to what the doctors are telling you all the time. Your story is your story. Your journey is your journey. And do not be afraid to live your authentic, big, bodacious, wonderful life. Okay. Yes.
Look at your phone.
So, So when my biggest flare up is in medical journals, and I basically was on death's doorstep. They didn't think I was going to make it. I was in the ICU, and I heard my mother and a great family friend praying down the house. It's not that I wanted to die or I wanted to give up. It's just everything hurt, and I was ready for it to be over. I didn't know what that meant at the time, but I was just exhausted and ready for it to be over. But I heard them praying, begging the Lord to spare me, telling in the most Jamaican patois you ever heard, praying down the house. And it was in that moment that I snapped right out of it. I realized, oh, no, I have to fight. My parents don't have any backup children. I have to fight. And from then on, I decided to live. I made a decision to live. And that is what I've been doing since then. And I will teach anyone who would listen how we can get that done together, because you deserve it. You deserve to have a gorgeous life, no matter what you're diagnosed with.
Let's get it. So listen, y'all. Just real quick, there's just a slight technical difficulty. Tenille, we can hear her, but she can't hear us. So let me just do this, because I know what's about to happen. I'm gonna just speak on her for a second, And once she hears me, she's going to get fired up and she's just going to start speaking and she's going to snap. It happens every time. Watch this, okay? So when I first met this young icon across from me named Tenille Stewart, she already had a bold, vibrant, we call her smiles. Look, she's doing it right now. Okay. But then she's got her glasses and they're like hearts. I mean, like, who wears heart glasses? Her glasses are literally 2 little hearts. It's like the most amazing thing, right? It's so funny. And then she's got that flower in her hair and she's just like kind of all like, hi, I'm Tenille. And it's great. When she became a part of a mastermind that myself and our community lead, and she wanted to figure out how she could use her giftings to let people know that their diagnosis is not the end of their lives. She had lupus. She was on her deathbed, like she said. Her mom and a family friend prayed for her, and she overcome so many obstacles. Not only that, but she's also the daughter of a professional boxer who once fought Mike Tyson, not the Mike Tyson people saw the other day. Like, we're talking Mike Tyson biting people's ear, Mike Tyson, the real Mike Tyson. And he's passed and with the Lord now, but she comes from this bold background family. But I believe getting to know her, and I'm kind of sharing her story because she's on a little delay, but she's about to come back in a second. I bet you. Along the way through life, she had forgotten how powerful she really is. She had forgotten the belief and how strong of a woman she really is. She didn't have a podcast at the time. She never did a masterclass. She was always helping people, but she wasn't sharing her story at the level. This last year and a half, I've seen this young icon, like the other 2 you just heard from, and there's many more, come out of her show, lead, impact people, be asked to speak all over, figure out ways to get things done, champion her family life, take care of her grandma, do the things that have been so hard for her to do in the past, and completely take it to the next level. So Tenille, after I finish this sentence and the sound actually catches up, let us know one of the biggest ways you've been able to transform your life to be where you are now from where you were before.
Oh my goodness. Thank you so much for grace. I know it took me 5 years to hear it. I transformed my life really with community and belief and letting myself let that sink in that I deserve this. I'm worth the work to do this. And if I couldn't find it in me to believe in me, I borrowed y'all's belief. I got into my word. I'm a God girl. Like, I'm not gonna apologize. I'm not pushing my faith on anyone, but I am a God girl. And what it says in that book, I am magical. I am all of the things that he says. It's in text that I deserve to be here. I've been chosen. I am wonderfully made. I believe that. That is fact. And the community has built me up to a point, like, I could be a little conceited if I felt like it, but I won't. I'm just saying that put yourself in the right position around a community like ours, and you will believe in yourself again. You're born believing in yourself. When you are little, it's facts, whatever your parents tell you. Your parents say you're the cutest, you're the smartest, all of those things, and you believe them because you have no choice. You believe them. So believe yourself. Believe the Bible. Believe in your community. Make sure you're in the right community. Believe in your community. It is a life changer. A life changer. Y'all don't know how bad I really thought about myself. I discouraged myself every day. I had something negative to say about myself. Now every day, even if I felt like saying something negative about myself, they're not gonna let me. My community, please, please, they are in it with me, and that's what we need. We need big communities of people who care about you and want you to win. That's what we deserve. That is what we deserve, and I love that for us.
100% Icon. Thank you so much. You absolutely crushed that. I already put your link in the comment section on Facebook, so you can spread that around when you get to it. Tenille has a masterclass coming up on December 10th. It's in 6 days, and it is helping people stop letting diagnosis keep you from living a big, bold, beautiful life. She's got a powerful message, powerful story. Listen, if you're on here, especially if you are or you know anyone that struggles with chronic illness and or lupus, you want to check this girl out. I'm telling you, check out her podcast that she does on Mondays as well. Go follow her on her Instagram and her Facebook profiles. It's just amazing. And we appreciate her. And we appreciate her ability to adapt and overcome. The enemy can't hold us down. We are going to still do this. And actually, Sonya and Bren, I know you guys are back in the background. I'm going to bring you all back on so we can all be on at the same time really quickly. And just to close this thing out, y'all, it's been an amazing, great job, Tenille. We appreciate you. So there you are, Bren, Warrior Mom. What up? There you are, Sonya Dungee, and everybody that's out there. Right now, I just want to take a moment. These three young icons, and I'm telling you, there's many, many more. And I'm probably gonna get continue with BEICONIC Conversations and interview some of the testimonies of people that I've been able to watch grow. These are three of many, but the Lord put on my heart to have these three on. We've got Bren, the Warrior Mom, Tenille Smiles, Sonya Dungee, the Encourager. They are doing amazing things. Go check them out on their platforms in their own different rights. But here's what I want to say on the behalf of all of us as we close out. We, in our community, we believe there's a new thing coming here at the end of 2024 into 2025. First of all, how fast did 2024 really go? It flew. We were just talking about the new year, new me, ending 2023 and 2024. And 2024 has been blessed, and we still have 29 days. But if you're out there right now and you know for a fact there's another level to you, there's another area in your life that you're looking to grow. I'm just telling you, when you get to know these ladies and some of the other people that we're talking about, when I met them, and it's not because of me personally, they decided to grow. The growth in these young women and the other people we work with has been crazy. If you're out there right now and you're looking for next level growth, we want to help you do that. But first, you got to show up for your own rescue. And one, realize that you're called to create. Two, you're called to connect. Tenille is right. You get to choose to love to be around a community. Listen, willpower will never outdo the right community, even if it's not ours. Find a church, find a group, find a community where you can plug in and be valued as well as you bring value. But then you get to choose to love to contribute. Create, connect, contribute your blessings. A lot of people have the capacity to change lives, but no one knows what the level of capacity that you have because you're not sharing it. Listen, people don't purchase your purpose, they purchase your story. And if you're not sharing it and developing it, no one is going to know what value you bring. But the last thing I want to ask you before we wrap this up is, what's your calling? Who are you called to serve? Whose life is not getting blessed because we're getting ready to sing Mariah Carey's song for the next 30 days? Listen, I don't listen. We're going to celebrate Christmas too. But the fact of the matter is anybody out there tired of reliving last year and not fully getting to the next level of their life in the new year? People right now are reliving 2023 and 24, and they're getting ready to live 2024 and 2025 because they haven't taken the right steps to get to the next level. And if you're on here and you want to get to the next level, I'm putting in the comment section on Facebook right now, or you can DM me. Our community has an event that we do basically once a quarter. It's called Turn Your Iconic Unique Story into 6 and 7 Figures. It's a 2-day event. It's completely free. It's January 13th and 14th. And we're literally going to teach people people that believe that they have value and they want to take it to the next level, how to turn their story into a 6 and 7 figure business. These 3 ladies have all been on it. They've been through the things that we teach on it. And not just because of that, it was their grit. It was their decision. It was their mindset that got them to where they are. And I'm just telling you, watch out for these 3 in 2025. They are about to slap taste buds out of their goals. Like, if there's taste in the buds, it's been slapped. Okay? It's been slapped. Okay? And it's because they've made a decision to take things to the next level. So if you're on here right now looking to take your life to the next level, whether it's with Tenille on December 10th, whether it's with Sonya on December 16th, whether it's with Bren in her calendar link or in her podcast, whether it's with us on January 13th and 14th, we believe you have an icon within. We believe that you were put on this planet to do different things, and we want to help you do. So, guys, thank you so much for being on Be Iconic Conversations. Look out for the next episode. Go ahead and follow these 3 icons. We appreciate you. God bless you. Follow us on our 60-day challenge as well. Myself and a bunch of other people, if you've been watching, paying attention, we've been really strategic in some specific goals, and we want to help people win. A lot of people have been already hit me up about that. If you want more information, hit me in the DM and we'll have some fun with you. I want to pray us out. Lord, thank you for this opportunity to seek your name and seek your face. Thank you for these 3 young icons and their businesses and their clients, the people that they're working with. Thank you for people that are watching this live as well as watching the replay. Lord, I'm asking you, Lord, to reach the people that have lost their ability to understand their true value. They've lost their ability to understand their true purpose, their calling. They're just doing the things they did today because they did it yesterday. They know there's more. They want to strive for more, but it's been tough. They've been knocked down financially. They forgot what it feels like to throw their heart over the bar one more time. Would you encourage that person, give that person grace and peace, the drive that they need to be blessed, Lord, and take it to the next level? In your holy name we pray. Amen.
Amen.
All right, icons. Thank you. We appreciate you. Let us know if you got value in the comments, and we will see you soon. Let's get it, icons. Let's get it.